Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is episode number 2 of a series. My TAC team is looking to pick up a new plate carrier along with some additional armament. So if you've watched the last video, we looked and we reviewed the Origin by Paraclete. This is the ARMIS by Paraclete. Another option that they offer that kind of fits the bill of what we're looking for. So as you can see, it's all based around the ARMIS plate carrier. We have the additional delt pads. We have the groin pro on this one. Not the same kind of up armament that we saw with the Origin, but a similar concept for definitely a reduced price. Out of the box opinions, it definitely varied significantly. With the ARMIS, I was very impressed. The quality of the ARMIS really hopped out to me. That new laser cut molly, that's where you're seeing all over the place. The ability to attach different placards, I love that. This is a little more basic, guys. I don't have that ability to attach a bunch of different placards. I wouldn't say this thing is entirely proprietary, but they do make it hard to put your own gear on this. This placard does pop off. This is their placard that comes on this vest, and you're able to attach different placards that they do produce. And you could do some work at home, do some modifications to get this thing set up to where you could put your own placards on here, but it's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. There should be also like a neck girdle attachment that sits right about here. They didn't send that out with it, but that's something we'd also look at, so we'd have a little bit more protection around the neck area as well. Honestly not impressed with this one. I think that what we currently have, we run the Paraclete SRV. I do think that's actually a better option than the ARMIS right now. So we're going to run this thing today, but I'm not going to run it as hard as I did with the Origin. I want to put a little more time back in the Origin today, because I think that's going to be a better option for us. So I don't really want to waste my time running this a ton. That being said, they do make a quality product. I don't think this is trash by any means, but I think one is far superior to the other. So we will run this thing through a variation of drills. I wanted to stay consistent as far as what placard I was using. In the last video, we were using Haley Strategics TRMP, but it's going to be a pain in the butt to get that thing on here. I don't have a G-hook set up on this. Those Swift clips don't pop on here just as easy as they do for the Origin. So for this one, I'm just going to use the placard they sent with it. I got 3 rifle mags I can throw in here, similar to the TRMP, and I'm going to be wearing a Lead Devil belt with a S-Tech canted pistol magazine holster. So that's what we're going to be running today. Appreciate you guys watching. So the first thing we're going to do is a couple of handgun drills. We're just going to push ourselves for time, set some pretty high time standards. So the first one is just going to be one shot from the ready in the A zone. Second course of fire from the holster, 1.75 seconds is what we're looking to get. These delt pads are a little bulky. Definitely not as nice as what I was running with the Origin. It's 1.75. And we made it. Good hit. All right, 2 shots from the ready, 1.5 seconds, or 1.5 seconds. There we go. Oh yeah. Next one's going to be 5 to the body, 1 to the head. We got a pretty good part time of 3 seconds on this one. So from the ready, 5 body, 1 head. I do this one too fast every time, and I push 1 left. All right, this one's going to be a 2 reload 2. I have 5 seconds. Should be plenty of time. So from the ready, 2 reload 2. We made it. A little slow on the reloads. Fault myself for that. Also, it's always different when you throw on something new, so it's going to slow you down a little bit. I don't like the delt pads. I don't like them. We kind of got to get a new angle on this camera. My old one took a shit, so we're going to move into rifle. 1 shot, 1 second from the ready. Good hit. Two shots in 1.5 seconds from the ready. And we made it. Five to the body, 1 to the head. We got 3 seconds. A little low on that headshot. Fucking mechanical offset. To reload 2, 5 seconds. More than enough time. Ooh, had to hurry on the last one. We made it though. Good hits. So we can't forget to do the dawn and doff test. I got to see how fast I can put this thing on, see how fast I can take this thing off. It's important for obvious reasons. When you get called out, you need to get your shit on quick. And then there may be the potential of getting this off somebody if they do get injured and we have to give them some type of medical treatment. So we want to be able to get it on and get it off in a reasonable amount of time. Reasonable. So let's begin now. So not too bad there. Fairly simple. This thing's not going to be hard to get off. The Origin is got a lot more clips. It's got a lot more clips to it, a lot more going on with it, but this isn't bad. It's just like a basic plate carrier to get off. The only thing different is just going to be pulling those delt pads off. So let's try and throw it back on. This part is going to be a little bit different, I think. And go. Once again, not too bad. Nothing outlandish there. You got one clip you got to run, and you just got to pull your arms through these delt pads. So on and off. So let's go down the list in this thing and take a look at some of the features it has, some of the features it lacks, and some of the stuff I would prefer to see. I don't really have a ton of good stuff to say about this thing at this point. Running it in the drills we were running it in, just fine. Not a big deal there. When I'm comparing it to other carriers, though, it's really falling short in a lot of ways. So the delt pads adjustment, not that bad. It's there, but these are bulky. These things are just sticking out there. This is like a 1980s woman's coat with those giant shoulder pads. The attachment points here are not simple or not easy to adjust compared to the other options. You can just see there's shit everywhere on this thing when it comes to Velcro and different hooks that you got to mess with to adjust compared to some type of quick attach and quick, disconnect system. So don't like that about this thing. There's just too much Velcro and it's hard to decide what's going on with this thing. So the cummerbund they have on it right now is just basically a large cobra buckle versus the tubes. I don't hate this. It's just not what I'm used to. Simple enough. I don't have a huge issue with the cummerbund itself, but comfort-wise, it's not terrible. The ARMIS and some of the other competitors that I'm looking at are a little more comfortable, especially in the shoulder area. This thing just feels very stiff and like one giant piece of cardboard almost. Not very desirable compared to the rest. So I'm going to put this thing away and I'm going to throw back the Origin back on. I'm going to run that thing a little bit more. We do have 2 more on the way to us that we're going to take a look at. I think one is going to be very comparable to the Origin, and I think we'll have to make our decision. But fuck, I hope we don't buy this one.